Hey guys, it's Brady with Side by Customs. I'm back again. We're going to do an install on this Pro XP here. We've got a windshield and we got a roof that we're going to toss on here and show you guys how easy it goes. It goes pretty slick. So coming with the windshield and the roof, there's going to be some cage clamps, there's going to be the bolts and the nuts, and there's going to be foam. There's going to be a couple rolls of different foam. To save time in the video here, we have actually already pre-installed these on the roof and the windshield. They will not come installed once we ship them, just for the reason that people like to put them in different places, different squeaks, different rattles, and we'll send you with a little bit extra, but you can put that to your personal preference. So we have already lined the roof and the windshield with the foam, and we're just going to toss it on right now. So it's a pretty big window. We try to maximize as much glass space as possible, and it is helpful to have a second person to install, but these pros are actually pretty nice, so you can do it by one person or with one person if you need. Having this rubber here at the bottom helps quite a bit because it doesn't like to slide down, but I also recommend carrying the hardware with you so you can actually pin it so you don't lose it. So as you can see, there's a little bit of dripping here. We install everything here with Windex, so there is going to be a little bit of moisture coming through. That's just the easiest way to install the glass into the rubber here. So you can just take a microfiber and wipe that off after. But as you're installing here, you want to put the bolts in and make sure it gets pinned on the frame so it cannot slide down the machine. And you want to put the nuts on the back. If you're just installing the windshield, you're now going to go install the lower loop clamps, and we'll do that real quick. It helps to stretch these out a little bit. If you can stretch it out to get it around the cage, and then you can push it back together before you roll it up into place. These are a 2-inch loop clamp. The new Pros, they came out with the 2-inch cage to help be a little bit safer and stronger. If you're just doing the windshield, again, you can go ahead and set this up into place wherever you need it, and you can go ahead and tighten it all. Where we still have the roof to add to this, we're gonna leave everything loose right now. This windshield will fit with the Polaris aluminum roof as well, or one of our Side by Customs roofs. But unfortunately, the plastic stock roof, it does not work with that. There's the little clamps that go around here, that there's gonna be, you need a little bit bigger of a gap right here. But we haven't had very good luck with the plastic roofs in the past. We can't put our roof racks on them. We can't do a handful of things. So we recommend either the Polaris aluminum roof or another company's aluminum roof as well. We have those available. As far as this roof goes, this is probably a 2-person job as well, unless you have a bench here in front of you. Alright, so I did not put the nuts on the back side here because I knew I was going to have to pull them to slide the roof in as well. Now that we have the front bolts in here between the roof and the windshield, it's going to be the same thing in the back. You have some pre-drilled holes back here, and then your bolts should be able to drop in right here and just drop right into where the cage has the preset holes. And once everything is in, we're gonna go ahead and just tighten that up. now that we have got this all installed here, we're going to talk about a couple of the features and benefits of our windshield. We use safety laminate glass, just like everything you have in your cars and your pickups. So if you get a crack or a chip, it's just going to spider. It's not going to shatter into a million pieces. That's what a lot of the aftermarkets use. Some of the OEM ones, they have the tempered glass ones that will shatter, but these will hold up just like the windshield in your pickup or your car. We have the dual vents. We like to call his and her vents. That just, it's nice if you're taking a drive and your passenger is warm or you're cold or vice versa. You can open and close the vents individually here. Our thickness of our aluminum, a lot of the other aftermarkets will use a 0.100 thickness aluminum. We like to use 125, which is 1/8 inch. But that is what we use standard on everything we do as far as the roofs, the windshields, and our rock sliders as well. They're out of 1/8 inch steel. We'll have to touch on that on another video for this car. Another option we can have for this windshield is you can add wipers to it. There's going to be options that are, you can have 0 wipers, 1 or 2 wipers. They are a manual wiper that you can operate from your seat here. Another benefit to the glass windshield is the fact that you can put the wipers on it with very minimal scratching, if any at all. Contrary to popular belief, glass will scratch. It is very minimal and very minor, but the poly windshields will scratch if you put a wiper on them or you wipe them with a rag with the mud. That's the biggest benefit on the glass windshield. Some will argue because the plexiglass will come all the way over the frame or the cage, but our frame of our windshield comes pretty close out there to maximize the view space out there. You're not driving through a porthole of a ship is what it seems like on some of these aftermarket windshields. We try to maximize our glass to have the biggest view space possible. Another thing I'd like to point out is the design aspect of the windshield we have here. We put a lot of time and a lot of effort into a little bit more style. It's a very sharp, angular machine, and so we try to incorporate that in the vents. Instead of just having one straight line and 2 big old flaps that are here and big and gaudy, we try to incorporate a little bit better design into it, just to give the aesthetics. A lot of people like to customize these machines. You'll see a lot of these machines out on the trail with just a windshield and roof, and then you'll see a lot of machines out there that have full cages, wheels, tires, lists, portals. You can do a million different things with these machines. But we try to incorporate a little bit more style into our stock factory windshield that will set us apart a little bit different than some of the other aftermarkets. Okay guys, that wraps up this video here. We can't wait to see you out on the trails. Be sure to stop by our Facebook and our Instagram at Side by Customs to check out what we have going on. We do rides and videos on the weekend. We try to do posts as much as we can, but definitely be sure to stop by our website, www.sidebycustomsusa.com. We have roofs, windshields, and rock sliders for a lot of different vehicles out there. If we do not have the product you're looking for your specific vehicle, feel free to send us a message and we'll reply with what we have going on. There's a lot of different products that we are in the middle of developing, and chances are your product is on the way. We also have merchandise. We're going to have hats and shirts up on the website as well. So feel free to check us out, and we'll catch you next time.